I love everything about this library. I told Owen when I walk up to this building, I always just look right up to the top of the building. I love the redstone, I love the stained glass windows. To me, it just is community. When I come in here, the staff is warm and wonderful. It is community.
It's such a pleasant place to be that I like coming.
Reading is a pleasure and an outlet for anyone, especially those at my age.
The library is a very important place for socialization of children. It's many times their first opportunity to interact with other kids.
Visual materials and artwork related to the area, that would be my interest in the library.
The library is just such a great place.
I think the offerings are very good, how they have all the programs, books, almost everything.
Here at the Clapp Memorial Library, we love to involve the community, and as an example, this is a monthly rotating exhibit put on by the Belchertown Historical Society.
The staff that we have now really makes this library work, even with its inadequacies. They're knowledgeable, they're friendly, they're dedicated. We couldn't be doing what we do now without a staff like this.
I love to browse magazines, and I just love to be with people, and I find here in the Clapp Library that there are always people here, and they respect each other and they share, and there's just a nice hum in the background, which I enjoy.
It's just that we just love the library, and all of the staff have always been so helpful, and we try to support the library in every way we can.
Whenever I have a project or anything to do for school, I can assume that I can come to the Clapp Memorial Library and they'll have anything I need to do that project.
It's really good, and I've been coming here for a long time, so everybody should come.
I think the library is the heartbeat of the town. I think anybody can come here, all walks of life, and we're all treated equally. And it's all free. You don't have to come in here and pay to use the computer. You don't have to come in here and pay to get a library card. Everybody can afford to come to the library, and if you don't, utilize it, you're missing out.
The library has a very interesting beginning. Can you just imagine living in Belchertown during that period of time? 1883 it started, it was built and came into fruition in 1887. But here was this marvelous building going up right on South Main Street. And there must have been a lot of comings and goings on the railroads, bringing things in and building, and all this wonderful brownstone from Long Meadow. It's made out of Long Meadow brownstone. The library was started through a bequest from John Francis Clapp, who lived right on this street, just 2 houses down from me, was the Clapp homestead.
At the library, they have a high-speed internet connection, which I don't have in my house, so it cuts down on the time that I need to look up stuff drastically. So.
They offer a wide variety of things to the community, not just to children. There's stuff for all ages to come to here.
It gives you so much freedom, and I've just been reading, and it's more like a habit. It's not a bad habit, but it's just, I just love how authors can put down these words and you can actually understand them.
We homeschool. We don't go to school. We stay here and learn all of our work that we need to learn. And so the library is essential. It is vital for us because we couldn't possibly buy all the books that we need. And it's so great. You can just call up anytime you're looking for a specific book, and it's never ever once have they not been able to get it for me and get it so quickly.
The Friends are Belchertown residents, and then some. We have over 500 members of the Friends, and we're looking to expand our membership. The Friends are a member-based fundraising vehicle for the library. We have our book sales twice a year, we have other fundraising events, and we sponsor a lot of the children's programs.
Let's face it, a book takes up a certain amount of space. You have a population that uses a library, and there are standards based on experience as to how many materials are needed to meet the basic needs of that population. The problem you have, so space is one of the major things. You also have things like technology you're trying to plan for. And the capability just isn't here, nor is the space in Belchertown. And Belchertown, last I recall, is one of the projected to be one of the leading population growth areas in Western Massachusetts. And so I believe projections are very high. The town has grown considerably in the 13 years I've been involved in the Western region. And you're in the 13 or so thousand population range now. And I think you're projected to go up around 20,000. And so you have to be planning to meet the needs of 20,000 people.
Make it bigger and spread it out more so the kids have their section, the adults have their section, the teens have their section. I like that idea.
You know, I think that's one of the main reasons that the town should invest money in a library expansion, because it serves all ages, right from preschoolers, toddlers, up through the elderly, and there's such a wide and nice variety of things for all those ages. I think it's a good investment for the community.
Cozy corner to read in, of where it's nice and quiet, or more workplaces where you could go and just really read and study. I could prepare lessons even. Sometimes I don't get much done here.
At some points in the day, the computers will really get filled up, and there will be like 3 or 4 people that want to come in and use the computers, but they'll have to wait about half an hour or 45 minutes because there's a line and there's a waiting list for everyone. And that takes a lot of time.
According to what his brother wrote about him, they had many long talks about what he wanted this library to represent. And one of them, he says, he wanted it positioned on the property so there could be room for expansion, even back then. And so what we're doing today is just following his wishes.
Walden is a very, very important part of this community, and it has a rich historical background all the way to the native people who used to live in the valley. And I think it's very, very essential to have as much of that information that's available in one spot where people can come and research, and rather than a few, there's some things at the Stone House, there's lots of things at the Historical Society, but this is the center, and I think everything should be here.
It's about 25 to 7 in the evening, and it's hot in here. I think air conditioning would be nice. I would love to be able to come to the library between 1 and 5 in the summer.
That's kind of cramped a little bit.
I think it does need to expand. I really like to come here. I feel very comfortable here even when it is crowded. I love the historical part of it, so I hope that they keep that. You know, I love to come here and kind of feel like I'm, you know, a little bit back in time and just relax. But I think they do need to expand. I think, you know, there are days when it does get a little bit crowded here and you do have to wait to use computers. And I think, you know, an expansion, you know, they're going to make a good thing even better.
Times change, populations change, needs change, and the libraries have to be able to change as well. And this is a perfect example. It's got such beauty to it. Historically and architecturally, it's a beautiful place. You build onto that and enhance that by making it even more functional. It enhances everything.
It's just a beautiful place to come into.
I sure hope the expansion goes forth quickly and we get it done while I'm still around to enjoy it.
Get involved, come to the library, spend some time here.
Come visit, it's a great place to be.
So much part of our life.
What have you got to lose? Nothing.